Okay.
Bob?
I'm Lori.
Nikki.
Amanda. Caitlin.
Tim.
It's 3:45 on a Saturday afternoon as Gretchen Brown and her two children head for the bus stop to catch the 101 at 4:10 p.m. Of course the bus is late, but they board anyways. Where are they going? The zoo? A movie? No, this is just another trip they take to the grocery store a few times a week to get a few meals because that's all she can carry on a crowded bus. Gretchen spends roughly 15 hours a week simply just buying groceries. Where does she live? She lives in a food desert in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The USDA defines food deserts as parts of the country without adequate accessibility to vegetables, fruits, and other helpful whole foods. This is largely due to the lack of grocery stores. This is not an inconvenience for people that live in these areas. These people face serious problems securing healthy foods, but luckily there are some solutions on the horizon. In high school, I helped with Iron Gate and helped with the homeless, like I'm sure most of you have at one point. But I had no idea that just miles away from me, there were people living in these food deserts and are unable to get groceries like I can. People like Gretchen spend more time securing groceries than normal people do getting on a part-time job. I've been inspired to share their problems and some solutions to these problems. The first, public transportation. Public transportation is not open 7 days a week. It shuts down at 8 p.m. and is notoriously late. 2, big box stores. Fast foods and dollar stores sell overpriced food, less healthy foods, and is on every corner of food deserts. North Tulsa has voiced their concerns for the 11th dollar store being opened. Councilor Vanessa Hall Harper stated, "I'm not opposed to dollar stores in principle, but these stores' premise makes the areas less attractive to fully stocked supermarkets or grocery stores that may want to move in." Katie Polacki, founder, president, and executive director of the Health Community Store Initiative, said North Tulsa, there used to be 34 grocery stores in North Tulsa, but now there is 0. You can buy a gun easier than you can buy an apple. So these issues with public transportation and the lack of food create rising health risks for these people in this area. According to the November 9th issue of the TU newspaper, on average, people living in North Tulsa's food deserts die 14 years earlier than those living in other parts of the city. The Public Health Effect of Food Deserts workshop summary discusses the public health effects of food deserts, including the likelihood of obesity and the chronic diseases. Residents with limited access to healthy food often turn to empty calories with higher sugar and fat content. Living on a fringe food diet is bad for your wallet and bad for your health. So now that I've gone over the problems with public transportation and the lack of grocery stores in these areas, now I'm going to go over some solutions that could be possibly implemented. Things like mobile grocery stores, community gardens, and improving our public transportation system are a few ideas that could help with this problem. So to explain the mobile grocery stores, it's sort of like an ice cream truck method in a sense. The bus will sort of drive down the street and park, explained Katie Polacki of Health Community Store Initiative. You can just walk out your door, you have fresh fruits, groceries, household items, and you can just buy off the bus at costs that you would have comparable to other stores and walk back in. So there's no worry about how you're going to get to the store and how you're going to carry all your groceries. Another solution would be community gardens. In his TED Talk, artist-designer Ron Finley shares his vision of an accessible food forest This was started on by a curbside veggie garden planted in front of his own house. Finley is now a guerrilla gardener and has proved that all city-owned lands in front of houses and streets can be used as a community garden. He says that food is the problem and food is the solution. So ways to improve the public transportation would be to increase stops as well as frequency to bus stops. Instead of waiting an hour and a half, you would wait no longer than 15 minutes. This would help cut out hours for people like Gretchen who need more time to shop for groceries. Another would be to have the buses run 7 days a week and more hours in the day. This would give more flexibility for people like Gretchen. How close do you live to a grocery store? Most people never think about this. However, people like Gretchen and her 2 children, this is a daily problem. Food deserts have been problematic for many years. Challenges such as transportation, access to food, and added health risks have traumatized Tulsans. However, mobile grocery stores, community gardens, and improved public transportation can help rid us of our food deserts and truly make us a green country. Thank you.